What's up, y'all? Single axle day cab tractor driver is back. You know what I'm saying? And I actually wanted to do this here video a little different. I really want to just respond strictly back to the people who left comments underneath my last video. And I wrote them down. The first one, Michael. Michael said, man, we excited for the content. Michael, I'm excited to give you this content. The next one, Battle Boy. Battle Boy said, before you got your own truck, who was you driving for? I was driving for this company called XPO. We was delivering, we was picking up those containers off the railroad. I got on with XPO through a company called Pro Drivers. If you got just a little bit experience, Pro Drivers, definitely a good company to go for. I mean, they don't really do with owner operators. It's a temp service, but all their jobs are permanent, and the starting pay is really good. I mean, it's really a good company to go for. I would definitely recommend it, especially like I say, if you got like over a year or something like that, Pro Drivers is definitely a company you could go for. But to answer your question, I was with Pro Drivers working for a company called XPO, and we would pick the containers up from the rail yard, take them to a customer, get them unloaded, and then bring them back to the rail yard. What else we got? Warren. Warren said, what kind of truck to buy? I'm ready to buy a truck. What kind of truck? Okay, let me tell you about my truck. My truck is a 2016 International Pro Star, single axle, of course. You hear a lot of drivers say, well, man, you're going to have at least 20% down to get a truck. You're going to have to put at least $15,000 to $20,000 down on your first truck. It's not true. Don't believe that. I put exactly $4,000 down on my truck. My single axle day cab was only $19,000. So there's no $20,000 down to even put, even if I wanted to. I then gave them $1,000 tip if that was true, $20,000 every time you want to buy a truck. That's foolishness. Matter of fact, if you go on Penske website right now, Penske have a single axle day cab in Dallas, Texas. I want to say that truck is probably about $9,000. $9,000. So if you got 9,000, you probably could put down about $2,500 or $1,500 down on that truck. So all of this 15, 20, that's, get out of here with that. That's not true in every case. Maybe it was true for them. And then, like my salesman told me, I deal with this I bought my truck from this company called Summit Trucking. It's in Oklahoma City. My salesman guy, his name was Ken Richardson. If you ever meet him, if you ever go out there, he know me very well. I actually bought him like some boudin and stuff from y'all. If y'all from Louisiana, y'all know what boudin is. But you know, he was like, man, I heard about boudin and I always wanted to taste some. And I'm like, well, shoot, I gotta go down there. I'll pick you up some and bring you some back. And I'm not saying that that's gonna get y'all a discount or nothing like that if y'all bring him some. But yeah, he's a real cool dude. But he explained that to me too, this whole 20% thing that all the truckers are telling you about. The reason a lot of people have to put 20% down is because their credit is horrible. They walking in the dealership with a credit score of 250. I mean, if you somebody that's responsible and been taking care of your bills, that's not your situation. So you don't even need to listen to that. Because I know I didn't. You know what I mean? So everything don't apply to everybody. things truckers been through that's been over the road 20, 30 years, all of that stuff don't apply to me. Other than paying attention to the road signs. I mean, I could take their advice when it comes to that. Hey, when you're going down that mountain, hey, put your truck, don't shift your gear, because going down mountains, your RPMs are going to be too high and you're not going to find the gear. Somebody telling you something like that, listen. You can listen to that. But if somebody's telling you this one price fits all, no, don't listen to that. Another, I guess this was from Warren too. He said, I just got my own authority. Where's the money? The money is on the load board. Now, this is the problem you're going to have with your own authority. And I'm not trying to sound like those truckers, but I'm just, like I say, and it's never a situation where one rule fits everybody. But this is something that you're going to come in contact with, and you might be the dude that like slipped through the cracks. So don't let what I'm about to say discourage you. But most brokers, they want your new authority to be sometimes 90 days old or whatever like that. But there are companies that will take your new authority. One company that'll take your new authority, I mean, brand new. Amazon Relay. They got short-term contracts. You could go to Amazon Relay and just do, they do 7-day contracts where you're going to commit to them for 7 days to carry loads. Those contracts be anywhere from like $4,500 a week. Now, to some of y'all might be, oh, that's not a lot of money or whatever. To me, $4,500, and I mean, some of them is $7,000. But depending on what type of truck you got, depending on, a lot. When it comes to like making money in trucking, a lot of it depends on where you want to go. Do you want to stay out? Are you the type of driver that want to go out for a day and come back home? Or do you want to stay out 2 days, come back home? Or do you want to just go out half a day and come back home and sleep in your bed? All of that plays a part. So when it comes to you making money, what do you want to do? What are you not willing to do? You know what I'm saying? Because you could go out there and make $7,000 a week. Easy. Do you like driving through the mountains? Do you like driving through California? And sometimes those $7,000 loads don't have anything coming back. So I could be from Dallas, right? I'm not from Dallas, but that's where I'm at. But I could find a load going to California for about $6,000. Cool, good load, good load. But guess what? California don't have nothing coming out. So is it worth me going to California for that load when it's probably going to cost me about, I'm glad I thought of that. I'm so glad I thought of that, because this is what I want to tell you. Sometimes this is when those high paying loads don't make sense, right? Sometimes you could get a load from Dallas to California. That load might pay, let's just say it pays $6,000, right? It might cost you $1,500 to get to California. That $1,500 comes out of that $6,000 that you just made. If you can't get another load coming back, God forbid you have the deadhead coming back, but that's $3,000 you done spent in fuel out of that $6,000 that you done just made. So you really only made $3,000. And if you want to make $3,000, you could just drive local. So sometimes chasing the money, if you can't get nothing coming back, sometimes it's better to just stay local. So even when especially for, my guy who just got his own authority that's on that load board, man, look, there are loads on there that you see, you be like, oh my God, I gotta jump on that. Man, they paying me, $10,000 to go here, but it's nothing coming back. You're not gonna make no money coming back. If you lucky, you could probably book something that could at least cover your fuel money. But a lot of times they are paying you this high dollar because you're not going to get anything coming back. So you have to take things like that into consideration too. You cannot pick loads just strictly by the highest amount. You just go on the load board. Oh, this here load is $2,500. I'm going with this one. This load that's paying $1,300, in the long run, you might end up making more money with this $1,300 load versus the $2,500 load, because that $1,300 load, sometimes with those loads, you might only have to pay $150 in fuel, which means your profit is about $1,200 versus you're going to get a $2,500 load and you're spending $1,200 in fuel. Your profit is only $12. Hopefully it wasn't a heavy load where you put a lot of wear and tear on your truck. Man, it's more to trucking than just looking at the dollar signs. These companies don't mind paying you, really, to be honest, because I mean, regardless of what they're offering you, they're making more money on the back end. The $2,500 that they paying you, they probably got $4,000 for it. So it's really no big deal. You know what I'm saying? To them. But your truck, I mean, man, you don't want to tear your truck up doing some of this stuff. Some of the roads that they have you on, you know, you don't want to bring your truck through all of that. I mean, you get in this truck to make money out of it. Money. That's what you're buying your truck for. Money. You don't move your truck for free. If I move my truck, you're going to pay me to move my truck. I'm not going to move for peanuts, because it don't cost me peanuts to operate this truck, to maintain this truck. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to you, man, you gotta move smart. You gotta move smart. And I mean, that's really all I gotta say. Today, I'm at home relaxing. You know, I got my little Casper t-shirt on. You know, I'm just relaxing today, man. This week, I only done like 2 loads. I went from Dallas to Lawton, Oklahoma. I actually did some mattress loads, and I actually think that, to me, like I love to say, my opinion, what I'm learning is mattress loads are working for me. You hear me? They working for me. They're super light, and you always want to go with a light load. All of that 44,000, man, that will tear your truck into shreds. 44, 45, 46,000 pound loads, that would rip your truck into shreds. You don't want to carry loads that heavy. And don't think just because the load is heavy that it's going to be paying a lot of money. That is not true. Hold on, I got something in my eye. Sorry about that, y'all. But don't think just because a load is heavy that it's going to pay a lot of money. That's so not the case. And remember, the heavier the load is, the more fuel you're going to be using to carry that load. The more pull on your transmission, your motor. Like, it's just, don't do it if you don't have to. Just don't. I'd rather take, this is what I prefer. I do mattress. I love these mattress loads. These mattress loads are like some 10,000 pounds. 10,000 pounds. Super light. Super light. Paying real good. Now, I don't know if you're a lazy truck driver, because some of y'all are lazy. Some of y'all just want to just get in the truck and, you know, that's my refrigerator just kicked on. Ice, about to make some ice machines. So, I mean, not about to make, it is the ice. I'm about to make some ice, so ignore that. But anyway, Some of you truck drivers, all y'all want to do is just and drive all the time. Look, sometimes you don't have to. I mean, when you get in this business, you haul what you want to haul. You take what you want to take. I'm talking to owner operators. You don't take nothing you don't want to take. If you don't want to get out there and work, look, I don't want that. Give me something else. You know what I'm saying? You have that option when you paying a note on your truck. But what I'm saying is a lot of these loads like mattresses, man, if you don't mind getting back there, sliding a mattress to the edge of your truck, say, man, can make you some good money, dog. You heard me? Can make you some good money. If you don't mind getting up out of the driver's seat, going to the back of that truck and working. You know what I'm saying? But back to Juan again. Juan said, where's the money? Being that you have a new authority. But see, this let me tell you the difference between me and a lot of those other truck drivers too. If you ask me something and I could tell you the downside of it, I could also give you the upside of it too. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between me. So Warren, check this out. Being that your authority is new, like I said, it's a lot of companies that's going to tell you, hey, we want your authority to be at least 30 to 60 to 90 days. I even heard 120. Not everybody. I've heard some say 120. So don't trip on that. But you could do what I did, right? You get your truck. There's companies out there. You have a company called Cloud Trucking, and you have another company out there called True North Transport. If you got a truck, you could just go drive underneath their authority, right? You could drive underneath their authority and you could still use their DOT number, their MC number, and log on to the load board and book anything that you want to book. You can move exactly like you have your own authority. And this is for people who have their own truck. And I mean, to be honest with you, dude, having your own authority is expensive anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I got quoted for like damn near $2,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? So you can drive underneath somebody else's authority. These are legit companies. Drive underneath their authority, wake up in the morning, look at the below board, pick what you want to pick. If you don't want to take it, you ain't got to take it. You know what I'm saying? It's an upside to everything. You know what I'm saying? An upside to everything. Anything that you want to do. So, yeah, like I say, that's the only issue I find with new authorities. But like I say, it's another way around that. Your truck still don't have to just sit around for 90 days. You could go put that truck to work underneath somebody's authority for 90 days and, have your insurance active. As long as your insurance is still active, I mean, hey, bro, 90 days, quit. Call them same brokers. Hey, remember me? I was driving with Cloud Trucking at the time. Oh, yeah, I remember you. Well, look, man, I got my own thing now. You know what I'm saying? It's been active for 90 days. Can I do those same loads that I've been doing? Yeah. Yes, Mr. Johnson, okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Just keep moving, man. And like I say, y'all, I always say, I'm a single axle daycab driver. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. I'm starting to learn too. Like I bought all the little stuff to like be comfortable while you sleeping in your truck. I bought it's on YouTube. It's a daycab air bed where it's like you blow it up and you put it in between the seats of the truck, and that way you could like lay across the seat. Cause my truck, I got the shift or whatever in the middle or whatever, and man, it's kind of comfortable, but I'm not gonna lie to you. But the last 2 times I done went over the road, man, I done booked me a room at the Holiday Inn. Like, man, it's just sleeping in my truck is cool, but man, look, if I gotta drop that trailer somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to the nearest hotel. You know what I'm saying? I'm going bag my truck up in that parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get me a room. But it's been 20 minutes. This is my longest video. Y'all probably tired of hearing me talk anyway. But hey, if y'all got anything y'all want to say to me, put it in the comments and I'll make a video strictly answering your questions. Strictly answering your questions. And like I always say, man, I'm a single axle day cab driver. You know, I'm out of here.